let's get into predictions. I do think we see. So this one is building up to it's going to end from what we've been told right where Rogue One starts.
Yeah.
So assuming wherever Cassian ends up, there's going to be something like, because his title in Rogue One is like Rebel Intelligence or something like that when Mon Mothma introduces him to Jenner. So it's something along those lines. So like he's a rebel spy. So I'm assuming he's doing some stuff along those lines. It does make you wonder if he's going to be doing stuff with Luthen or not, but I do think in some shape, form, or fashion, we see Luthen biting the dust in this arc. There's no way he makes it out of this. So Luthen's gone. I do think we go back. I don't think Saw Gerrera just ends on that crazy maniacal laugh in episode 6.
Wow.
I do think we see how he gets. I guess we're not going to see how he gets to the point he's at in Rogue One because the next season is Rogue One. But at some point, I think we have to like see decrepit Saw Gerrera. Like
that's what I mentioned. That's what I was going to mention earlier.
Yeah. So I think that's the thing. I do think we don't see B2. I think they just left him there just for it to be hard on us.
Like what in the world?
I mean, that's all it is. We're heartbroken this whole series.
But the biggest thing they're going to do, I think, in these next 3 episodes is you're going to have a lot of Cassian and K2 relation, like, you know, their relationship building over the next 3 episodes, because otherwise Rogue One falls flat. If like there's not this big connection between the two, then K2 saying goodbye Cassian and like hitting the door, you know, hitting the command station, that means nothing. Like they've known each other for a year. And then there's no emotional connection there between the two. So I think we do get some of that built up over the next 3 episodes to where when you go into Rogue One, like they're tied, right? Like that's Cassian's best friend and that's all he's got left. And so I think it's going to be heavy K2 in the next 3, which I'm really excited for. And then I think the arc probably ends with Cassian meeting up with that dude from Doctor Who that's got a bad leg.
That's what I was going to say.
It's going to end there.
It's got to end that way, right before we see them talking.
Yeah.
That would be a great ending, you know, goes to black. And we have a year to go, so I was thinking, are we going to see Saw, like, whatever happens to him, that gets him in that portable iron lung? But I think he's already going to be in it, because we have that year gap.
Yeah.
We don't really need explanation when there's too much going on anyway. So, I think he's going to be in that already, because it's there.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to show it.
I think he'll definitely be, because Cassian knows he's there, right? So he's had some sort of but I mean, we know he's been huffing fighter fuel. So
well, you think we'll see? Hey, do y'all think we'll see Jeddah in this next set of episodes?
I think so.
I hope so.
That's gonna be cool.
I don't think Saw's absent from this arc. Right. And I feel like he's probably there, because I doubt he makes a big move there right at the end of this arc to lead into Rogue One. So I think
so
we
too.
do.
Yeah,
they have to.
Plus, that's a big part of the Death Star plan right now, right? Like
he's there.
This next arc's going to be heavy Death Star.
We got to know
so
about
you got to imagine they're going to talk about
Galen Erso's going to be
crystals.
in this too.
Yeah,
right. Like, you think we're going to see Galen?
Mads Mikkelsen did show up at Star Wars Celebration, so
I think we're going to see. It's going to be heavy on Krennic as well. It's got to be.
Yeah.
So these next 3 episodes. I mean, I just said these last 3 are the best Star Wars episodes. You know,
the more we talk
until this week, right? It could be better.
The more we talk, earlier probably getting better.
For Daedra, we talked about Cyril ending up on the Death Star, but now I think it's her.
That's right, we did say
because
I hope so,
because she is like all in Krennic's graces now, right? Like she's beautifully accomplished this mission on Gorman, right? Got what they wanted, so she's like, I mean, she got not exactly what she wanted, but this was her trajectory. So
she did,
yeah. So she'll be interesting in the next arc.
Do you think they would pick up with her? What if they just don't? What if that's it for her?
No, I think she'll be in it for sure.
I mean, I hope she is.
Yeah, I think
her final scene has to be, you know, walking off a Star Destroyer into the Death Star.
The Death Star. That'd be great.
I hope that's what happens. She deserves it.
I do hope we get. I agree with you. Well, I hope we get a lot of K2. I love Alan Tudyk. He's so good.
Yes.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
any other good predictions?
I mean, I agree with most of what you said. Luthen's his downfall will be his stubbornness, because there's no reason he shouldn't be with the rebellion right now, right?
Yeah,
like he's staying on Coruscant because he thinks he's better alone. It's a pride thing. like, what is he actually going to do from Coruscant that he couldn't do as part of the rebellion? You know, like he could still keep in touch with Lonnie. He doesn't have to be on Coruscant to do that.
Yeah.
So he's so stubborn, man. And I am curious as how they're, because it's going to be his stubbornness. It's going to be that pride that brings him down.
I was going to ask you, does the Empire take him out or does the rebellion? Do they decide that he's too big of a liability?
It's a great question.
A good point. Wow.
Cassian is the type to just walk up and shoot someone. You know, that's what he's done in Rogue One and Andor over and over.
And we talked about that a little bit at the beginning. The possibility that this is who he wants Cassian to be, right? Someone who's rebellion at all cost. So does Cassian become that? And that's Luthen's end. That would be really interesting. So
I just love the fact that, like, Tony Gilroy, if he even thinks about this, is like, this is coming out. People like that get to that level, I don't think they sit and read this stuff on what they've put out, because he's very confident that he created something very good. But man, you just would think, like, all of the good things being said about this and, like, the storytelling, like, he knows he's a good storyteller. It's got to feel good with all that. And man, he's probably sitting there thinking, well, wait till next week. Like, they are in for a treat with what we've got coming next. If he's even into what people are saying about this going on right now, like, they all know what's going to happen and we don't. So
can they match what they did this past week, though? That's the question.
Go out on top.
Yeah, agreed.
So that's going to be cool.
Mon Mothma, do you think we see fallout with her family?
I've been
wondering about her family.
Do we find out what goes on with her husband and daughter? Like, what? I feel like that's a huge thing that would be left.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, she's the enemy now. So I don't think the Empire is going to let that slide. So I am curious if we get some sort of resolution with her family.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Vel's still in the picture. I don't know where her end comes. There's a lot of
they've got a lot of loose
things they got to
tie
up. So
on top of Cassian Andor's.
I hope these are all hour-long episodes.
Yeah, I was gonna say they need some screen time.
Yeah.
Hasn't that already been announced? What the episode runtimes are?
I'm thinking about this, and I think this might have been the shortest arc, if I'm remembering correctly. Unfortunately.
Well, so this is you're correct. This is the minutes off this, I'm assuming, is running, like, not counting the credits. Episode 10, 48 minutes, episode 11, 42, episode 12, 46. The lowest arc of the whole thing. But again, assuming that means
a lot to do.
No credits, but still, it's better than what we would get, like, in Mandalorian or any of those others, where it's like, oh, we get a lot of story, and then you'll log on, it's like 26 minutes. So I do think, I think they'll be able to pull this off if they stay hyper focused. Which, I mean, my goodness, Cyril's not around anymore. You saw the Vel Senta thing is not a thing anymore.
We've lost a lot, and a lot of people are together now. Like,
attrition has kind
Cassian
got it together.
On Yavin, Bix is out of the picture now. So it has narrowed down in terms of both people and locations we're looking at.
And you know where the story's going at this point. Yeah. So you've really just got to get them all there. So I think they'll be able to pull it off. They haven't missed yet, so they're not going to